Class, at this time we're going to look at multiple choice questions on the free response exam, AP exam, at the end of the year. We'll have each unit, we will have old sample multiple choice questions from the past exams, and so it will prepare you for the end of the year. But this little presentation is going to show you some things about our multiple choice questions and some helpful hints. It says here, answer the questions you know. If you're this type of person, you may want to run through the test and answer all the questions you know. I'm not that type of person. I'm going to try to answer the ones and move on. But if that's you, you could circle the question you skip and go back to it, and that's perfectly fine. You're going to have 90 minutes to answer 100 questions. So if you don't want to sit there and study and think, and that might be a best possibility for you. But circle that question and go back to answer it. But make sure you stay lined up in your on your Scantron sheet. Says to go back and finish up and then answer every question. No guessing penalty. There's no guessing penalty on this test. It's right or wrong, so it doesn't matter. Answer every question that you can. Regular questions, you're going to have things as far as knowledge of our AP course, the environmental science, and understanding of it, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. So these questions will be based on those bullets there under the regular question there for you. Here's one example. Which of the following are the three major sources of nutrients and calories for the global human population? You have five possible answers, and you will have to sit there and think and break that down, unless you already have the knowledge that you instantly know that answer, and you can move on. So there is one sample. Number 23, which of the following best exemplifies population momentum? And then you have five multiple choice answers there, and you would break that down and try to figure out the best answer. Now, these last two questions that you saw, look at them. If you know one is wrong, mark it out. That lowers your numbers of trying to figure out which one is right. Math questions. It says do scratch work on the margins. Try it, think, round your numbers, and that helps out best, because if it goes back down to a non-rounded number, then you can be pretty close, and it'll help you as far as working it out. And expect a rule of 70. That will be something we go over in class. And expect a growth rate equation, and that's another a sample that we will know and we will study through our unit on population. So you have three questions here. 21. In 2007, in the United States, there were approximately 480 cars for every 1,000 people. The total number of the cars in the United States in 2007 was closest to, and you would do that calculation and figure that out. So there's one example of just some of your math calculation related to human population. Number 27 is dealing with our growth rate. We will have a formula for our crude birth rate and crude death rate, and you will be able to work that out when time comes. And then number 46 is dealing with ecosystem kilocalories. What is how many kilocalories can you get from that ecosystem? So there's another example, and there's your possible answers. Number 77, doubling time. We will have a formula for that. That will be something. So that should be a quick, easy answer to figure out for you as we go through our unit and population. And then number 84 is dealing with half-life. And that, I think that will be another easy one, quick one. And they usually have, number 77, 84, they usually have one question each in their multiple choice related to this type of math. And so if you've got that formula down, you should be able to answer that in a pretty rather quick relation. Question 41 and 42 is based on the World Resource Institute here, giving the amounts of billions of barrels of oil and giving you numbers here, and you would use number 41 and 42 to use the numbers given here to figure out that calculation. On the next slide here, we have a type of questions where you're going to have 1, 2, and 3 numerals, and maybe one of them's right, maybe all of them's right, and maybe two of the three are right. So you'll have to read through that and look at that. And as far as coral reefs, protect coastlines from erosion, that is a correct one. Play a role in global carbon cycle and depend on polyps as producers. So you would after our study there in our coastal environment, we would be able to answer that and break that down to the correct answer. And then 96, oxygen levels dissolved in water may vary widely due to, and you've got 3 answers there. Which ones are right, and you would cipher that out and put down the best answer. And then in a matching questions, this is going to give you a listing of the possible answers. This one has A, B, C, D, and E, and then below there you have the question 7, 8, or 9. So which one of these would be related to the best answer with the question? And this is another form of how they write their questions. Here's another example. We see asbestos, radon, lead, carbon monoxide, and formaldehyde listed, and then they have the question below. And you would choose from the above to answers 10, 11, 12, and 13. And sometimes those questions may be used more than once, and they're not strictly, if they used once, they're not able to use again. So you have to be on your toes here and reading the question and understanding which one is the best answer. So as we go through here, you will have 90 minutes to answer 100 questions. You want to go through that test and answer as quick as you can. If you feel like you need to skip one, circle it and then go back later to do a little bit more thinking on. But this has shown you the different types of multiple choice questions. They're in different forms, and hope you to gain a little bit better knowledge of what to be prepared for when taking the AP exam. And again, we will see all these throughout the year on our unit tests, because our tests are going to come from, test questions are going to come from old AP exams. So thank you, and hopefully this will help you be prepared for your AP exam.